think so, Baldy.
Got milk?
Hi, we're Elastica, and you're watching 120 Minutes on MTV.
We've got the latest from Elastica coming up, along with Oasis and Loud Lucy. I'm Matt Pinfield, hanging out with Matt, Rod, and Sherlyn from The Rentals. And let's get to the email questions now. We got a bunch of them. But
by the way,
we'll
that
just take
record
them.
cover that they keep showing is wrong, and they've been showing it for 6 weeks. And
that's the one we have, but it's different than the one in the stores. But you'll know. Just ask for return of the rentals. That's what you have to ask for. Here's a question that came from Jennifer Schleshman of Norristown, Pennsylvania. It says, since you guys obviously dug New Wave, what are your favorite bands from the 80s? And do you like cats named Sid? Rod, an answer for that one?
I actually like a couple bands from the 80s that are pretty new wave. I think Altered Images I like a lot. And I like a band called Wall of Voodoo from LA, and that was one of the things I liked about the Rentals, is that Wall of Voodoo was very synth-oriented.
Right, with Mexican radio and Ring of Fire and all that.
They were different synths. There were Casios and Rolands, but yeah.
Yeah, Stan Ridgway was quite a cool frontman as well.
Yeah.
You know, and that's true. How about you, Matt? 80s bands.
I think that the most obvious influence as far as this record goes is, as far as just the parts, is probably Gary Newman. As far as maybe just the way we use things, and as far and maybe Greg Hawkes had kind of an influence
From the
on
Cars.
the record as far as just the kind of lines that they are, and I think those are, but that's not the question. But I like those. I like the Cars, and I like Gary Newman, and
Right.
and
Two-Way Army. We were talking about him
you know,
last
all
week.
that, all it's Devo and all that stuff is pretty wonderful.
Yeah, it's really cool. Speaking of which, how you came together as a band. Rod, you and Sherlyn were from a band called Supersport 2000, who were on the same indie label with Campfire Girls, who we showed a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Sherlyn, how did that all come about, where you met Matt and got involved with this?
Well, Rod was the first one. He joined up with Matt way before, I
A
guess.
long affair.
Friends
yeah,
for a
they
long
had
time.
a really stormy romance, and Rod would play guitar with Matt, and then, so since I was in the same band as Rod, then eventually I ended up singing on the record.
Cool. And it did a very nice job, by the way, as well. And up next, we're gonna come back, of course, with Weezer. But oh God, the Rentals. Don't kill me for that. God. No, I'm walking on eggshells now. No, this is a brand new one from the Foo Fighters. This is a live clip, excerpt from a performance special that they did for MTV last month in Brixton, England, called "I'm Okay, You're Okay." The Foo Fighters in London. The song was actually the first single released off their self-titled album. The band decided to not make a video.